So I was trying to use the old and the first of the Batman movies, the one with Burt Ward, as an analogy to my daughter, because she always forgets stuff, you know, and it's annoying. We'll be there, and sometimes she has to go like, "Come, drop it off, I need it right." Well, anyway, so I was like, well, you know, just imagine, what if Batman, in the first Batman movie, was on that helicopter ladder, and he was getting attacked by that shark. I'm sure everybody remembers this, right? And he reached in his utility belt, and he was like, "Oh shit, I forgot my shark repellent. I must have left it on the sofa," right? And I was like, you know, then what's the point of having a utility belt? And I said, you should have something like a utility belt. That's how I was making an analogy. I said, well, you put all the stuff that you need, it should all be in your belt, all ready to go, right? So my daughter's not dumb. So she says to me, well, actually, that might be like an interesting plot change. If Batman were to go like, oh no, I don't have my shark spray, and then he'd have to do something else to defeat the shark. And I'm like, yeah, but what's he going to do? It's a shark. You know, they're powerful. And she was like, well, he'd probably hit the shark. And I was like, maybe yell at the shark. And I was like, well, first of all, sharks don't speak human, you know, what we speak. So if you were to yell at a shark, he'd probably be like, well, to him, his shark hears what he would hear, because that's what he doesn't understand language. Anything you say would be, eat me, I'm delicious. You'd be like, no, stop. And the shark's like, eat me, I'm delicious, right? So, also, before we go on, I did forget to mention that somehow, you know, Batman was on a ladder climbing a helicopter, and the shark had somehow managed to be like hanging off the rope ladder from the helicopter. So that was, you know, you have to suspend a lot of doubts when you watch movies like that. But anyway, siren. So anyway, Batman is just basically hanging on the ladder. The shark is kind of biting on his leg, right? So, you know, you have to act quick. At this point, I'm telling my daughter, you know, Batman would have just lost his leg. A shark would have left with a full belly, you know, full of Batman leg. So she's like, well, I don't know. I guess Batman would just have to hit the shark, you know, punch him in the nose. And I'm like, well, you know, every movie I've ever seen where a shark attacks somebody and that person hits the shark in the nose, it doesn't work. The shark eats him anyway. So I said, and even if, say, Batman were to reach into his utility belt, his Batman utility belt, and pull out a pair of, say, I don't know, Batto brass knuckles, some kind of weapon with the name Batto or Bat in front of it. So he pulls out his Batto brass knuckles, he slips them on, and he starts punching the shark, right? But it's a shark. They're strong. Can you imagine that basically the shark in his mind would be thinking like, oh, you're hitting me with your measly punches. You know what? My grandmother, who is also a shark, hits harder than you. And she had a stroke. So at this point, my daughter's like, who cares? You know? It's like, so what? Batman gets eaten by the shark. But I'm like, yeah, you're missing the point. You're like, you were supposed to just bring your stuff, because in case of a situation where you need things, like, you know, your ID or whatever, you have them. You should be prepared, like Batman was prepared in the movie, right? And I said probably the only thing he could do to save himself at this point would be like maybe if he just jammed his arm down the shark's throat, and you're risking a lot when you do that. The shark could bite off your arm. He might be full with a leg. So anyway, as I was saying, he could go like all Mortal Kombat on him and just ram his hand, his arm down the shark's throat, grab onto his spine and like yank it out, you know, and Robin could be like, finish him! Honestly though, I just always wondered why Batman just never had like, say like a bat gun that he could keep in his utility belt. And then if like a shark were attacking him, he could shoot the shark, you know, because I've seen movies and bullets work on killing sharks. You can kill them with guns, but yeah. So I mean, Batman should have had like a bat gun, whipped it out, shot the shark in the face, and been done with it.